You are now a box. Congratulations.
Oh my gosh. I am now a box.
Yep.
This is a very...
Why did that took so long? I've never used Zoom before, ever.
We got Clayton to do it one time, so that's
We'll
just
see.
whatever.
See. I just had this big flashback to that scene in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I think I'm a sofa, Ford. You're a box. It's improbability.
Yes.
The infinite laws of improbability.
You're now box. Yay. That's the best part of this. But this is a Zoom meeting, so this has been recording since me and Maddie have been sitting here talking about nothing.
Wait, has it been recording?
I think so.
The whole time I've been sitting here trying to remember the name of the song.
I don't remember. See if she remembers the song.
No, it's there's no point to it. It'll come to me when it comes to me.
What song?
It was like a 60s song, late 60s, with kind of nonsense lyrics. And the censors were like, this song's about drugs. And they were like, no.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah, exactly. I do in the back of my mind somewhere, but I can't really gather it now. Nor can I remember any of the horror movies I've watched recently that I should have written in my little notebook that I keep for this purpose. And I didn't write it down.
That's so bad. But, all right, we're in the Zoom
We've
meeting.
watched some good stuff.
We have seen some good stuff.
And I can't remember what it was. You didn't write it down either?
Nope, I'm horrible. Horrible.
You're
But, yeah, we'll just make this one a fun little quick one. We're going to do, in probably the next podcast, we're going to try getting as many people as we can together, because we're going to be celebrating our 1-year anniversary of running this thing.
Oh my gosh, already?
Whose house?
Ron's house.
I said, whose house?
Ron's house. Yes. But yeah, next episode will probably be the 1-year anniversary episode. And
Oh my gosh.
probably like list on the Anchor site. This is now season 2.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Shocking. But yeah, that's
That does remind me, we did make Vincent watch Dogma with us. Is that a horror movie?
Dogma.
It's pretty violent.
Pretty violent.
Demons.
There are demons.
There's a whole shit monster.
There's a bunch of killing.
There's a whole shit monster.
Not a part shit monster, a whole one.
Not just one of those vapor ones either. But I don't know. Well, let's just kind of just do a fun little thing. We're just goofing off here. There ain't nothing serious really going on. I have this whole little segment where I thought about Apocalypse Now versus Fear and Loathing.
But I reminded him those aren't really genre.
I'd like to say they're genre, but let's not go there right just at this moment. Let's get to the fun part.
We don't want to have this fight. Wait, did you say hello, welcome to the Chainsaw Bar?
I have not. And there we go. Thank you. I'm your host, Mike.
Madeline?
Leah.
By the Box. Infinite.
AKA
Leah the Box.
Yeah, we're testing the Zoom features of the universe. So this episode, we're episode 19 apparently. And we've all had a few weeks off. It's been interesting. Since our last one just before Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
It's been 3 weeks almost.
Has it really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
It's pretty crazy. We've been all busy. Like I've had to go back to work and just keep working like I have been, but
Yep.
I had like 5 days off for Halloween and it was awesome. Love it. Love Halloween. All the Days of the Dead and the Souls Days and Saints Days and all that. It's great. Fun.
Great fun.
But yeah, we haven't done anything else really. So I guess I have to throw the questions out there. Let's begin with I don't know. Anything interesting happening in the last 3 weeks? I know you've had a COVID scare there, Leah.
Yes, I had a COVID scare, but I tested negative and I didn't get sick. So yay!
Woo! How'd that work out? Did you instantly quarantine yourself or just start wearing a mask at your house? Because I felt really uncomfortable that 24 hours. I was just not sure.
I tried to not touch my family and just stayed in my house for 3 days while I waited for the results, and my husband's birthday party was in the backyard and I did not go outside and hang out with everybody, but Jay kept walking through my house and I'm like, dude, like, seriously, get out.
He's like, it's all right. I have wild mushrooms that I make tinctures from. He's like me about that. I know I'm the same way. It's like, it's okay. I've got my usnea. He's got his reishi. And we're like, yeah, we can cure anything with vodka and weird wild plants. Well, I'm not wrong, am I?
It's not far.
Probably not. Probably not wrong at all.
Yeah, I'm honestly not sure where the mic is on this because I'm pretty sure the Yeti's not the mic, but it could be. I don't know. I'm not sure exactly what you're hearing. Let me tap the Yeti and see what you hear. If you hear this, Leah, let me know.
Yes.
Ah,
It sounded like a thud.
Yeah, I'm sitting there thudding the mic. Okay, so the Yeti's the input device.
That was his finger, nothing else.
Okay.
Whoa.
Sorry.
Yeah, so I'm tapping the Blue Yeti just to make sure. So the Blue Yeti's recording and it's being recorded to Zoom. Who knows if we'll even be able to keep this copy. We were lucky last time we got a good copy, but I'm not sure. But either way, let's enjoy this. Let's see. You have anything interesting, Maddie, to add about your last 3 weeks?
No, nothing that I want to talk about. It's been fun. Our son got in a skateboarding accident. That was
horrific. How's he doing?
He's doing great. He's a little trooper. They put a pin in his arm to pin the bone back together because it was a compound fracture. And he's feeling no pain. He's actually got a lot of mobility. There's still some numbness in his hand, but he can move his fingers.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, he can. Actually, he's doing a lot better than the orthopedic surgeon thought he would be. This far, we have an appointment for the checkup, but like the guy said, you probably won't be able to move your hand for a month. He was able to move his hand by the time he left the hospital. So
nice.
Kids are resilient.
They are.
Even 18-year-olds, almost 20-year-olds, they're buoyant. They bounce.
Me, not so much. I bounced and then I rolled and then cried for a few minutes when I fell off my longboard 2 weeks ago.
And all I did was strain a muscle.
Wednesday, and I strained every muscle in my right pectoral and my back. But luckily, nothing was fractured because I could press on my ribs and I don't feel any real surging pain.
So if it's a fracture, it's a hairline fracture. Meh. We walk it off.
Shake it off.
Right. But that was absolutely surreal. You want to talk about a horror movie? Pulling out of a parking lot where your kid's supposed to be skating out of, and you see out of your window, your side window, his friend skating, and then you don't see your kid, and you go, where's my kid? And then you see his friend doing this slow-mo looking over his shoulder. Where's my friend? And then you look back at the road and your kid's skateboard is in the lane in front of you, empty, on a 5-lane highway. Empty skateboard, rolls, kind of goes left into the median. I go left into the median behind it. And then it just takes a left turn, crosses 2 lanes of oncoming traffic with cars in them, doesn't hit the cars, jumps over the curb, and kind of gently stops in the grass in front of the Dairy Queen.
Oh, wow.
So the board was doing this majestic thing, but in the meantime, I'm like, the kid's supposed to be on the board, and none of this is supposed to be happening on the highway. But yeah, snapped his arm. snapped his humerus there, and
Upper right arm.
yeah, on his right arm. But he's left-handed,
Yeah.
so.
Oh, well, that's helpful.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously? If you've ever had a broken arm, I have my left arm though, and I'm right-handed, so that helps.
Right arm broke, right-handed. It sucked.
Yeah, that would suck. I think the saving grace is he didn't roll into the road. He purposefully rolled away from the road, because if you're going to be stupid enough to ride your longboard next to a highway in the dark, be smart enough to know how to roll away.
And I was talking about that, and it may have been when he pushed himself away from the highway that his arm snapped. Because it was so sudden and so jerky, they just kind of force pushed himself away from the highway.
Also, we're talking about a kid who's like 6'8", 6'9", so you have a long way to fall.
Yeah, he
A
really
lot of
does.
force behind that fall. When you're with any speed or no speed,
Yeah,
it's a lot of
shower,
force.
you can get hurt.
You're gonna fracture something at least a little bit. In this case, completely, like the bones were offset, or the bone was offset from itself where it snapped. So like picture that Harry Potter scene where there's no bone in your arm and it's just all jiggly. That's what it felt like.
Ooh.
But no, he's doing really well. He hasn't even taken any of the painkillers. He's like, oh, okay, it's fine. I'll take an ibuprofen, because it's the discomfort that gets you. Discomfort is almost worse than pain in so many ways.
Itchy.
So
and the itchy, but just like, you have to hold your arm in one position. You can't sleep on that side.
Oh yeah.
You can't. You have to overcompensate with the other side, and then that muscle starts atrophying, and it's just, I hate being uncomfortable more than anything. I think
She's
that's
such a
why
Taurus.
menopause is such a fucked up horror show of its own for me. Like, I hate being uncomfortable. I feel for that, but he's doing really good. He's
getting through it.
He's gonna get through it.
Well, that's good.
That's what's been going on around here in like scary, surreal news.
Yeah. A week before, probably not even a week there. The previous Wednesday, like, no, almost 2 weeks to Wednesday, I was doing the same thing, but I was with old Gino. We went down the Greenway over in here in Silva.
Not by a highway.
Not by a highway, just nice.
And in the daylight.
In the broad daylight, super comfy, super everything. Nice fall evening, afternoon. It was great. But like, I was just cruising. I'm like, all right, Oliver's up the road, up the damn path. We're good. I look back at James, like, good. I'm not probably 40 seconds into a damn roll coming off the bridge just onto the green. I'm like, yeah, all right, this is gonna be great. Don't even look, just look back at Gene, like, all right, Gene's doing great. And I hit a manhole cover. It's been there. I've seen it. I've rolled over it, but I was prepared for it when I rolled over it. But
and these are like 5 inches off the ground.
Yeah, the longboard is about.
No, I mean the manhole covers on the ground.
No, this was just the one that dips.
Oh.
This is just a regular, this is the first manhole cover you come onto. It dips just a little bit. I rolled over. It's like, oh, manhole cover. Yeah. But I was not prepared for it this time.
So you didn't bend your knees.
I didn't bend my knees, and I'm like, whoa, what'd I hit? And then I was just like thrown off, and I could feel myself in there like, what just happened? I'm off my fucking kilter. I'm on the ground. I'm coming to the ground. This is bad. I'm crashing. All slow motion thoughts, and I'm looking like, oh no. So I tuck in and think I'm gonna roll, tuck in the arms, and just hit flat to the ground. My right shoulder, right side just hit dead flat to the ground. Everything in my right side of my body, upper chest, just feels like it was ripped to shreds. And I'm like, oh my God, I am now dead.
I am too old to be longboarding.
I was like, I am now dead. I just broke every rib in my body. I am now going to die.
And because fathers and sons at this age are like this, our son had to go hold my Zaxby's and watch this shit and break his arm. That's exactly what I told the guys in the ER. This is what he said. I mean, it was not said out loud, but
yeah,
it was implied.
So
Hold by Zaxby's and watch this.
Yeah, it was bad. So I hit the ground pretty tucked up, but just straight flat on the ground on my right shoulder, flat to the ground. My right arm pressed into my rib cage and just proceeded to like tear and poke and jar every muscle in my upper body on that side of my body. And it's just been healing for the last 2 weeks now.
Because he wouldn't let me put ice on it when he got home.
I didn't think about the ice thing.
I
I was thinking heat.
I said ice.
But then I researched it like 5 days later. I was like, oh, I should put ice on it, not heat. Not heat.
Well, so if you're not going to put ice on it, put heat on it. But ice first.
Yeah. I don't know. I just had that bad experience with the vasectomy thing and the ice.
The vasectomy?
The vasectomy.
That we don't talk about?
We don't talk about that right now. Maybe later in this podcast or next podcast.
Next podcast, I'm going to tell you about Mike's vasectomy.
It's a blast.
I thought we've already done this before.
We've had this conversation as friends, but I don't think we've talked about it on the podcast.
Definitely not the podcast. Vasectomies. Get one if you don't want to have kids because they are great. They are
Get a
awesome.
vasectomy.
Yep. Safe sex is
Cheers.
the best. But yeah, my vasectomy, it had a minor hiccup. It didn't hurt terribly, but there's a minor hiccup. We'll go into that later.
There were a couple of hiccups.
It's a horror show, in effect, but nothing deathly, nothing horrible-ish.
Anyway,
Yeah,
back to
skateboarding.
horror.
Back to horror. Let's see. Focus. This is just kind of a fun little episode. We're chilling. Who knows if it's going to record, but let's see. Let's do some quick questions to pop off your minds and get you all ready for this show. Because I'm just going to flip back a couple pages and just ask random questions. So here we go. Quick questions off the cuff.
AKA he's not prepared. Go.
I hate you so much. Leah, worst way to get killed in a movie? Go.
Oh, God. In a movie?
Yep, you're in a
On
movie.
screen?
You're in a movie. Which way is the worst way to get killed in a movie? Horror movie.
Off screen?
No,
Because
just
then there's no point.
She's answering your question.
getting killed off screen.
Yeah, then there's no point.
Yeah, that's true. That's kind of one of. That's
deep.
That's deep.
That's what it
That
is.
is very deep. I haven't got.
It's deep. Was I that insignificant to you?
Wow. Ooh,
You can be off screen?
man, I don't even know who does that. That's pretty harsh.
It's pretty.
That's somebody that signed the contract for the next 3 movies. That's what that is. But still, man, yeah, that's a good answer. Great answer. Wow.
Thanks.
Off screen. Yeah. And you got anything? Wait. No, hold that. Madeline, favorite type of cursed object
Favorite type of cursed object
in a movie?
in a movie.
And I guess I could say horror movie, but we should be just saying movies at this point.
Oh man. You know, and I don't think that they explore cursed objects enough in horror movies because it's always like the same 3. It's like a card, it's a book, it's an amulet, it's a doll.
That's 4.
Okay, that's 4. But still, they don't really go into all of the different cursed objects that you could have laying around. And those of us, who have to touch things before we buy them, no, you got to feel that vibe before you buy something that's old.
True.
So my favorite, just for
Off the cuff. This is not permanent, like set in stone kind of thing. This is just this moment.
you just
What's in your head right now is the right answer.
my head right now is like cursed longboard.
Yeah. True.
Somebody needs to make this movie. It hasn't been made. No, I'm not looking at you gleaming the cube. That wasn't cursed. That was just sad. And it wasn't a longboard.
Yeah.
But yeah. What about a cursed skateboard instead of like pristine?
Right?
That's true. Yeah, like my longboard, which I've had since the
That just
late
reminded me of
90s. We took it that night after Aiden was injured. I took it out, salted it, blessed it, and freaking saged it. And then whatever was in the salt ring that surrounded it while we salted it with bourbon and salt and blessings. Like I immediately assaulted and burned that wherever was in the ring that was trapped in the ring of the salt. So that was nice. And
Obviously, the board was, and he has told me he feels like this board actually looks out for him.
yeah, so the board's probably fine. And now it's just got a nice little blessing in bourbon. And
It could have been a lot worse. Could have been a lot worse. I know I made it sound like really awful, and it was awful and surreal, but it could have been a lot worse.
Mm.
Yeah, he could have went to the road and got run over. Bang.
Total.
But he just basically was skating into the thing and just hit a crack in the road, essentially. Just like, all right, there's where the curve goes up from the street. You hit that little bit of curve that goes up on the sidewalk from the street, and you didn't see it coming, didn't think about it, and your board just like bang. I can't do anything about that. Have fun with the ground.
So try to fall properly.
Yeah, the board is just like, I'm just gonna go keep rolling because you're now in the air, and that's pretty much it. But on the safe side, I salted bourbon, blessed my board, and it's fine. It's sitting there looking great. I love that board.
This is like a really old vintage board.
Yeah, good old.
For our listening audience, this board
Yeah,
has been with Mike longer than I have. So
yeah, it's a 44-inch stem sector 9 with blue stripes and just a huge kicktail. It's a glorious board. But yeah, so I was just make sure. The board's good. That sounds good. Yeah.
but so far as cursed objects go, that would be scary.
Scary cursed longboard, yeah.
But that also reminded me of a movie that I watched that was a horror movie that I didn't write in my book.
Good deal.
So
We'll
cool.
talk about that momentarily.
Hmm.
Next question.
Cool.
Leah,
Yep.
best end scene you can remember right now.
Best scene?
End scene. I guess we'll go with horror end scene. Off the top of your head, what was the best horror movie end scene you can think of in this moment?
Ah, shit.
Right?
I don't like these questions.
I know. It's like I don't have time to think about it. If you would have told me yesterday, I would have racked my brain.
Oh man, and you've only got like about
Probably the ending of Candyman.
Yes.
He says, "What's the matter, Trevor? Scared of something?"
Yes.
great
Or
answer.
just the whole part with her and the child and Helen, what's her name, right?
Yeah, Helen.
Helen with the child and like the whole community coming around. Yeah, that's up there on my list too. I love Candyman so much.
Oh, that's good stuff.
I love Clive Barker. I can't.
Great answer to a tricky question. Madeline, worst way to get killed in a movie? Go.
Worst way to get killed in a movie. Okay. Am I on a time limit too? Great.
Timer started.
I keep, when you ask me this question, I keep seeing that scene in So I Married an Ex-Murderer when she's like being electrocuted. I was electrocuted one time. It was horrible. And that isn't my answer, but I keep seeing that scene.
Have you been electrocuted ever?
Like by a toaster or whatever.
Been
Sure.
big shock,
Mildly. Mildly. Yes.
Yeah, I'm just wasting your time. You're about to
The worst way to get killed, like drowning in my own feces. Go.
Oof, nice.
Ugh.
Oh. Worst way to get killed? Fiery death in a fiery car accident, I'm thinking. That one just kind of, that one's been with me since childhood.
Yeah, drowning has been with me in childhood. I added the feces thing because I wanted to sound more dramatic.
Oh, man. Best end scene you can remember right now? Probably the end of Apocalypse Now, just thinking about it. It's like, oh, yeah. Just everything kills, the whole cow swing, just all that buildup in my mind is the best end scene right now in this moment. Probably not the best end scene ever, but definitely one of those ones that stands with you. It's like Nam after the U.S. pulled out.
Right. Or like Dr. Strangelove riding the rocket.
True. Leah, favorite type of cursed object? Go.
Mirrors.
Oh,
Oh, that's what I didn't say on my list. That's a good point.
that's a nice one.
Thanks.
Yeah, cursed me. What's the deal with that anyway?
Well, like I was telling Leah, it's a trap, I think.
Yeah, it's sort of the same thing as how some people think your soul gets trapped in cameras.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's the same if you know, the whole 7 years of bad luck, if you drop a mirror, if you break a mirror, because if you're looking in the mirror when it breaks, then you're like, it takes part of you in it.
Right.
That's what I was thinking. Because breaking a mirror is just like, oh, that's happenstance. Your job makes you break mirrors, but
anybody who's had a
makes me break mirrors.
compact, you know, ladies.
Oh yeah, compact. That's true.
Yeah, we've all broken a compact, just like breaking a cell phone. It happens. And in a way, breaking a cell phone is breaking a mirror, which might be why society is in the state it's in. Just saying.
That's a very good point.
All right, let's run.
It's a point that just came through my mind just there off the cuff for the world.
Boom. All right. So I was in this deep state yesterday. Put my damn General Grievous mask on and started thinking about things.
You did.
And totally started thinking Apocalypse Now versus Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. And I was trying to figure out questions related to that.
I don't know why you want to compare these movies to each other.
So I'm just going to go off the cuff here and go with questions like this. For the room, which is worst? Drugs, mindfuck, or megalomatic control trap? Kind of, which is worse to be stuck in those situations? Which would be worse?
Megalomania.
I'm gonna agree with Madeline.
Drugs can be fun.
Drugs can be fun, but it's not. It's a mindfuck drug, so.
Yeah, you know, but the thing about a drug mindfuck is if you're lucky, you're gonna get through it and just be like, wow, that was a mindfuck. And if you're mindfucked by a system that's trying to condition you, chances are you're going to be mindfucked for life. Somebody's going to say that trigger word that, you know, you're happy to comply, and then you do it.
Mm-hmm.
Forever, and you're going to hurt a lot more people. I'm not saying that drug addiction doesn't hurt people outside of the addict. I'm not saying drug use doesn't hurt people outside of drug users, because it does. It can. But I think like when it's systemic and it's like, especially when it's people in power who are trying to mindfuck you, we get into some serious like social issues.
There you go. Anything other than that you want to add there, Leah?
Nope, I'm just going to agree with everything she just said.
That's good. All right. Good. Yeah, it's
good.
A very good. Point.
You've been conditioned.
Exactly.
Your compliance will be rewarded.
With cookie.
Which of these two would you rather go out doing? This is your final stage in the game of the movie. No sanity in Vegas on drugs, or no sanity killing in the jungle? Leah.
I don't want to kill anybody.
Madeline.
Well, I mean, given the context that you put behind it, of it being Apocalypse Now versus Fear and Loathing, I would go with Fear and Loathing, yeah. I would go with being insane in Vegas rather than killing strangers. And if I had a reason to kill people in the jungle, if I was like, you know, fighting for justice or to save my family or some shit, that'd be cool.
Leah, the context has been thrown down in reference to that new context concept.
You already threw down the context.
Wait. I still don't want to kill anybody.
Then you're going with Vegas, then, eh?
I guess so.
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, baby.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because, man, I don't know. I kind of want to be just hunting and trapping and killing people in the jungle, kind of. personally.
Okay, no judgment here.
That's kind of my goal.
Psycho.
All right, there we go. No Sandy killing in the jungle for me. All right, here's a weird one, and this was like where I just kind of put them in my ass and said, all right, I need to watch something kind of a little bit healthier and not thinking deeper. Which would carry the most deep-seated regret of the two films?
Oh, everything Apocalypse Now.
Same.
All right.
Yeah, I hate war, and the Vietnam War was such a goddamn tragedy and travesty. I mean, my dad was in Vietnam. You know, it's just it's horrible. It's horrible stuff. It's actual real life horror, and with no sense behind it.
Yep.
I can't.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, there's reasons that characters in real horror movies and characters. Okay, so characters in horror movies and characters in war movies both come out of this. The survivors come out with the same thing, which is PTSD.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's why I will allow this line of ridiculous questioning with these genre not related movies.
I'm just saying they're both horror related.
In their way. But not specifically, but on the fringe. Yeah, I get it, because you know, you end up with PTSD from war. You end up with PTSD if Michael Myers tries to kill you. And you see that in Halloween. You know, Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yep.
And in any horror movie that has been franchised and had sequels where a survivor came back, that survivor has PTSD, and if it's a woman, she's treated like she's hysterical without fail, because that's how the world looks at women. No matter what they've been through, no matter how badass you are, you're being hysterical if you think you know where you set your coffee mug, and now it's not there. Okay, that's the way it is. But it's also the way it is. I grew up, like I said, my dad was a vet. I grew up with someone who had military related PTSD. That's scary shit. And you know, that's, what was the question again?
Horrible. Just horrible. Terrible answer. Stop your question. Stop your line.
My answer is really thought-provoking.
Really thought-provoking, but totally you don't even remember what you're talking about. Leah, have you got anything for that question?
No. Which is the most regretful? I would have to say Apocalypse Now.
Yeah.
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 Possibly.
It's the regret.
I don't know. He killed a dude. True.
Did you see the way his fucking head split apart?
Whose head?
It's a line.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like, he just killed that dude, and there went.
Like, totally.
He did see a bunch of craziness, and that's true. But would he have regretted killing that guy after he walks out? I don't think so. I think he seen.
No, the guy in the movie didn't regret saying that even. It was just kind of like, wow, that was cool. That was cool. That guy's head just got bashed in, and here's how it split apart. And wow, that was cool. Not surreal, not horrific. That was cool.
But that's him killing the Marlon Brando character.
No.
That's what I'm talking about.
No, I'm talking about like just something
randomly this sort of
random Viet Cong or Vietnamese person.
But I'm just saying in reference to the character in the movie that you follow when you're watching Apocalypse Now, you're following.
When I'm watching Apocalypse Now, I'm following
Michael Sheen? Daniel Sheen?
Charlie.
You're following Charlie Sheen in Apocalypse Now. That's the character you're following in the movie. You're taking all this crazy.
Martin Sheen.
Martin Sheen.
What movie am I
Charlie's dad.
2 Minute Baby, maybe.
No, I'm talking about Charlie Sheen.
Martin Sheen, though. He's the one in Apocalypse Now?
Yes.
There we go. But yeah, his story, his tale, that's the angle I'm wanting to follow in this plethora of questions we're rolling. His angle towards the movie. You think his regret is anywhere close to like somebody that did what damn Hunter Thompson did? and was.
I don't think Hunter Thompson regrets anything.
I don't think so either. But,
Oh, I was thinking Platoon. Sorry, my bad.
Freaking Platoon.
I'm sorry. Apocalypse Now makes me fall asleep because it's 3.5 hours long.
It is now. It used to be 2 minutes.
The last time I watched it, I was heavily pregnant with my second born child, and we had to watch this in the Fine Arts Theater when they released the Redux. And if I know Leah's been to the Fine Arts Theater in Nashville, those are the most uncomfortable seats ever. Now imagine being like
For real.
a hugely pregnant woman, and your hips are falling asleep, and it feels like there's like daggers pressing into your ass. And you're sitting there for 3.5 hours going, I didn't really like this movie that much to begin with. I get it's an epic. I get everybody has to like suck Scorsese cock, but I'm not gonna. But I was thinking of Platoon. I was thinking of that scene with Charlie Sheen where the guy's fucking head split apart.
Terrible.
Okay.
Also terrible, but yeah, Martin Sheen, Charlie Sheen,
Moving forward.
Emilio Estevez, whatever. Emilio.
Terrible. Let's see.
Moving right
We
along.
both agree that.
But I agree that, in spite of what I just said, Apocalypse Now is the worst kind of regret. Like, I would regret blindly going into a war, killing people I didn't know over something I didn't understand, because I have some allegiance to something. We just watched Serenity last night, and you saw the bad guy go, I don't care. I believe in my cause. I'm following my orders. I don't have to know why I'm killing these children. And then they find out why they're killing the children and are like, well, I'm a bad fucking person because I was on the wrong side.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter wrong or right in war. Like, the whole thing is always going to be wrong because it's like almost always, not always, but almost always, because it's about politics, and it's about money, and it's about religion, and it's about oil. You know, I mean, it's about anything but what it says it's about. So whatever you think you're fighting for, that's why I just sit and I'm a keyboard warrior. Fuck it, I'll fucking fight injustice. If I had to take to the streets, I'd probably die because I'm little. But you know, I could.
Yeah. It's all verbal anymore. Verbal on the internet, verbal on the.
It's always been verbal for me. That's how I've kept my ass from being kicked my whole life.
Fair enough. All right, let's jump to the next subject. The apocalypse is over for now, although we're kind of living in it still. What did we watch this week, Maggie?
So we watched Queen of Blood, which is a 1960s.
I want to say 50s actually,
Oh.
but Queen of Blood.
Yeah, old movie like Vampires in Space.
Yeah, they found a bunch of explorers. Apparently, there's a Star Trek almost kind of era. The humans have figured out hyperdrive essentially, and they can jump between Earth, the Moon, and soon to be Mars. And then they get like some sort of they find a signal from another place, and they jump there to explore it. And it's on one of the planets of Jupiter. And they learn that they're going to send a scion from their planet to Earth, because now they got the message that we're here. And they come to Earth, but they don't make it. They crash on one of the moons of Jupiter. And our group sends out a rescue party to save them. And pretty much just like, all right, spoiler alert.
Pick up a vampire.
They pick up a vampire.
Space vampire. What's cool about this film is that this is 1966. I looked it up. Dennis Hopper is in it. Basil Rathbone. Robert Boone. So a lot of like future big actors. John Saxon was in it. And then the main actress, Florence Marley. So I looked this up after we watched the film because I was trying to place her face. Now, here we get into real life weird ass shit.
It gets crazy.
this gets into some like weird Nazi fucking
Yeah, weird ass
testing.
Nazis. All you got to hear.
Yeah. So her husband was like, she was, I guess at the time it would have been Czechoslovakian. So she was Czech, but her husband was actually Jewish. So maybe I take back the Nazi thing. But this sounds like some Nazi shit. Like they were testing like cells, how to like the Fountain of Youth, that silver bullet of using embryonic cells to heal human beings. And what is it called? I think they call it free cell.
Stem cells?
No,
Not
they would
stem
like you to
cells.
think that.
That was this is the precursor to that.
Fresh cells. Fresh cell therapy. Where they're still doing this to this day, like since the 1930s.
Pause. That's where it gets weird. Think that this crazy theory is still actually being tested and believed in.
And rich people pay for this treatment. They take baby merino sheep embryos, like throw them in a blender and shoot the shit in your ass with a syringe, and claim that this cures everything from like, like dull skin to autism.
Okay.
Autism, which really kind of pisses me off. But yeah, they all just
okay, heads
oh,
up.
we got a call coming in.
Are you guys ready for this? It's
Y'all
Gene.
ready for this? Dun, 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 dun. We got Gene coming through.
We got
Mike's
Gene
gonna
coming
talk
through
to
the
him.
weird live wire. Hello.
Nobody can hear you, Gene.
Not much, Gene.
You're gonna have to put it on speaker, babe.
Oh man, I can do speaker. All right, let's see what speaker does.
Genius. Right here. This
Good
is
job.
genius.
All right, speak, Gene.
Dude, my foot is swollen up like hell with that.
Leah, can you hear him?
I can. His foot is swell up like hell.
Yeah. Gene, we're on the podcast. Congratulations. Welcome
Gene,
back.
Gene also had a skateboarding accident. This is a theme.
Yeah, everybody in the Leah, don't ride a skateboard. Maddie, don't get on a skateboard.
Never.
Not in the near future. Well,
I was just going down this steep ass hill, and like I said, then I hit some sticks again.
mm-hmm.
Dude, I fell, dude, and I tell you what, I hurt my foot. It's horrible, and it's all swollen up. I think it's broke.
I don't know. You were walking on it all day, so I doubt it was broke.
But I can't walk on it now.
Yeah, it's swole up because
Adrenaline will do that. It could be broken. You should go get an x-ray.
Yeah, he really could have a broken foot. I've heard of people walking on broken legs.
okay, fair enough.
Yeah, I've had a hairline fracture. That shit sucks.
All right. So you could have a broken foot, Gene. Sorry.
Did you put ice on it?
Did you ice it?
Hell no.
You son of a bitch. We told you to ice it like 45 minutes ago, man.
I didn't think it was that bad until I took my stock off.
Ice.
Ice.
It's not too late. Ice, elevate, ibuprofen.
Looks like a damn garbage about to get panned or something.
Wait, did you blow your nose on it?
Is it got a nuclear explosion coming off it?
100%.
100%.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ice, Gene. Jeez.
Jane, walk to the freezer. No. Yell for someone to bring you some ice from the freezer.
Get somebody to give you an
Limp
ice.
to the freezer.
Get an ice back. Get somebody to get you an ice back, Gene. Seriously.
And elevate your foot. You got to bring the swelling down.
Yeah, elevate.
Swelling it and doing anything for you.
Throw on some pillows, blankets, raise it up. Oh, everybody, if you do sprain or injure your ankle, put some ice on it. Raise it above your heart. Make sure it's elevated.
Cheers.
Get some ibuprofen. It probably will help damn the pain issue.
And if you have it around the house, arnica.
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 Got anything else, Leah? Got anything?
I have arnica in my purse. That's all I can tell you.
See?
See?
Like that's what people do.
Genius people carry that stuff around with them. There you go. Damn it, Gene. All right, Gene. Quick question. Let's get your mind off your pain since you haven't put ice on things.
So it's kind of like a feel-good thing. It's like,
Oh my God.
It's pulling your hair and slapping your ass and calling you daddy.
I hope so. Good Lord.
That kind of feel good, Paige?
That kind of feel good? No?
Nah.
Maybe. All right, Gene. We're gonna give you some off the cut.
it's like if you get a burr in your foot or something like that, you're it hurts, but I can feel it.
No, jeez.
Or,
Hey. Sounds horrible. All right, Gene.
Give it a safe word.
Give it a safe word. Yeah.
If it's a feel good pain.
Beef taco. Go. There you go.
Pineapple.
All right, Gene. Here's a good question. We might as well do you while we're here.
We're all feeling good.
Worst way to get killed in a horror movie. Go.
in your throat, 100%.
Throat cut.
I need you to move it closer to the mic so I don't think they're going to hear him.
If Leah can hear it, it's recording through that. Leah, what James
I
you
can
say?
sort of hear him. He said getting his throat cut.
Exactly.
But it sounds kind of muffled.
Yeah.
No, I moved it forward. All right. I'm actually holding the phone. So there we go. Good answer. All right. Next question. What's your favorite type of cursed object in a horror movie?
Cursed object. I'd say like a crucifix.
Wow.
That would be hard to curse.
That's an interesting cursed item. I can't even fathom how you curse that. I guess. Good answer.
Could be.
Could be. You got any ideas on that one, Leah?
I mean, what's more scary than having your Savior like nailed to a cross? I mean, it's
Yeah, that would be really scary for Catholics.
Don't know.
Yeah. That one's kind of, you have a cursed crucifix. Interesting. That's a turn. Okay.
Because what do you do about that? What do you fight it with?
Yeah, the normal tropes don't quite really have a fight for that one.
Right. Like normally that's what you use to fight.
Interesting angle.
It's a blessed object.
Generally. Wow. Although
Christ was nailed to a cross and that was pretty brutal.
yeah. And we
Didn't work out for him.
like I said, I've talked to like not the Mormons, but the Jehovah's Witnesses. They will not look at a crucifix.
Really?
Jehovah's Witnesses have a lot of weird things that they will not do, including birthday parties.
Because it's like, do you want to, would you carry around a guillotine?
Yeah,
That's true.
I would. No, I'm just saying, I mean, that's like me versus the bourgeoisie. You know, it's that's kind of a different thing.
But it's a fact. Yeah, the idea is there. I see where you're going.
Yeah, the rich are not my saviors.
from.
So absolutely, I would have
I think that's what they
the
put it. I mean, you don't want to see that.
Yeah, you don't want to see the
You
death.
don't see your Christ on the cross.
Yeah, it's morbid.
There's-
It's definitely morbid.
I
They
never-
brought that up in Dogma.
I never understood that one.
Yeah, but Easter's like the only thing they celebrate besides. No, it really is. The only thing they celebrate is Easter.
Who?
Man.
You don't want to see your
Wait.
Lord on the cross.
Who-
Who are you
who's-
talking about? Are they, Leah?
You don't
Jehovah's
want to see
Witnesses.
Jesus Christ on a cross.
No, wait.
Because
Who was
it's
it?
sad.
What'd you say?
JWs. Jehovah's Witnesses.
Jehovah's Witnesses only celebrate Easter. That's the only other thing to celebrate.
No, they don't.
What's the other thing you think they do?
don't celebrate none of them. It's a pagan holiday.
Well, Easter isn't the pagan holiday, but I get it ripped off.
Most of my coworkers and my bosses are Jehovah's Witnesses, and none of them are around during Easter.
Resurrection of Jesus.
All right, Gene, stop. All right, listen to Leah here for a minute. Stop, listen. Leah actually has a Jehovah's Witness coworker.
All of her coworkers.
Oh wait, all of Leah's coworkers are Jehovah's Witnesses. So hold on. Are you ready? Listen to.
Probably the coolest people you ever meet.
I don't know about that.
No.
I strongly disagree.
I know excommunicated Jehovah's Witnesses, or they don't really excommunicate you in Jehovah's Witnesses. They call you like a, what do they call you? It's like being a Jack Mormon. It's like you can never really get away. But no, I grew up with Jehovah's Witnesses too. I still have a friend who grew up like that, and it's pretty wild. But go on, Leah.
All right, Leah. All right, listen here, Gene. The Jehovah's Witnesses do celebrate something. Leah's going to say it real quick.
They celebrate Easter, not the way that we do. I don't think they even call it Easter, but that is what they celebrate. It's the only thing they celebrate besides their own wedding anniversaries.
Or recognize, maybe it's a better word than celebration. They recognize Easter.
I don't know. They get off work and big feasting party and
Okay. So it's a high holy day.
yeah.
As much as I grew up with a couple of Jehovah's Witnesses kids. I have a friend who was raised Jehovah's Witness and is like traumatized from it with religious trauma. But I never really asked for a lot of details. I just know they could never come to my birthday party. Because
no birthday parties, no blood transfusion.
Because of the thing where all the firstborn children were murdered.
What was that? What did you say there, Leah?
She said no blood transfusions.
They don't do blood transfusions?
Nope.
That's interesting.
Blood is sacred, and they don't even bank their own blood. It's nope.
Blood is sacred.
The body, they don't have anything to do with it anymore.
That's why I donate blood.
Weird. Okay, gotcha. That's interesting. All right. Anyway. Well. Okay, next question, Gene.
That just went weird.
That went wicked weird. And that's what we do here on the Chainsaw Bar sometimes.
Sometimes we talk theology. As little as I know about Jehovah's Witnesses, I really don't know much.
Like the coolest people ever.
No, they're not. Coolest people ever are Buddhists.
Buddhist.
Sorry, not sorry.
They act like they're the nicest people, but they're not.
Yeah, some Buddhists really suck too. They are just phonies. But the real ones, you know when you know them.
I meant Jehovah's Witnesses. They act like they're the nicest people, but they're not.
Oh, yeah. Yes, super. Yes.
Well, they don't like the fake people.
Well, who does?
Fake people like fake people.
That's why Baptists don't recognize each other in the liquor store.
True. All right, let's see. Horrible. Let's see. Let's see if we got any of these. I don't think you were.
That's what's horrible.
You're
wrecking on that skateboard. That's horrible.
That was my cursed object. You missed the ball there, Gene. You missed it.
Let's do some off the cuff questions for Gene since we got him. We'll go back to episode 18 and throw some questions at you here, Gino, because you weren't here for this one. All right.
Brace yourself.
Brace yourself.
Elevate your foot. Put some ice on.
All right. Gene, when you went to a movie rental store, what was the one snack you went and grabbed?
I already told you that.
Was he on that episode?
What'd you say?
I said, hell, I already told you that. That was, a bag of chips or something like that, you know?
No, I think Jim was there for that episode.
All right, let's jump back to another episode. Son of a bitch. Good call. All right. Good one. Well, hell. Good one. All right. You were actually part of episode 18. Good job. How the hell were you part of episode 18?
Because I was a ghost.
We do have ghosts on the Chainsaw Bar. So there's that. All right. What's your number one Halloween candy, Gene?
It's all of
All of them's not quite the right answer, but it's not a totally wrong answer. So you don't have a favorite Halloween candy, eh?
No, I think they're all great.
Okay, that's fair. You got anything on that, Leah?
I mean, I don't even remember what I said last time.
I think
Because you did ask me what my favorite Halloween candy was, and I'm pretty sure it was something fruity.
Did you go with candy corn?
Jolly Ranchers.
Ugh.
Ooh,
I
Jolly
didn't
Ranchers.
say this one, but Jolly Ranchers are awesome shit.
All right. Let's see. All right, next question, Gene. A tankard of ale, a horn of mead, a huge glass of red wine, or shots while you're calling yourself sex machine. Go.
I'll say that again. That's pretty cool.
I thought so. Tankard of mead, horn of mead. No, wait. I messed that one up. Sorry. A tankard of ale, a horn full of mead, a huge glass of red wine, or shots while calling yourself sex machine.
All the above.
All
I
right.
could have called that.
I didn't think about that one. Good call. All right. Good job. All right. And we're jumping back to spooky season, which was last month, and we loved it. What's your most guilty spooky season indulgence? Like when it's spooky season, what do you just gluttonly do with no regard for anybody else that you just love doing every Halloween season? What do you do?
Watch horror movies and don't give a fuck about nobody else.
Fair.
So any other day.
Not every day. He cares about some people some
Oh
days.
yeah, sometimes with the horror movie part.
The horror movie, yeah, definitely. Because like I was watching them the second Crow movie dressed as the Crow.
Well, check that. You already know this. It's Tales from the Dark Side.
There you go. That's it. Gene does, like every Halloween, watch episodes of the Tales from the Dark Side. He's got the entire collection.
Nice.
I have to watch that every Halloween.
Yeah, I had to bring it back from him. I only got to watch the first damn disc, but like I had to bring it back because I'm just slack like that.
Oh, I'll bring it back to you and let you watch it because it's freaking awesome.
It is. Yeah, that was Tales from the Dark Side was pretty awesome.
Oh, and I got you a movie, 23.
We've seen 23. It is impressive. Does anyone have any thoughts on 23 if you've seen it?
I haven't seen it.
Oh, man.
I don't
It's
think I've seen it.
all right. Movie
Have I?
discussion, Gene. Did you
Having
already?
a discussion about a movie that Liam and I haven't seen?
Yes.
Dick.
Fair. But Gene and me have seen it.
Hmm.
So, Gene, who stars in 23?
Jim Carrey.
And what's the concept behind 23? Spoilers.
He forgets who he is and stuff like that, and then he finds out that he's a psycho killer.
That's
Totally.
sick.
Yeah, 23 is amazing. 23 is honestly probably one of Jim Carrey's, honest to God, best works ever. And it's just like he gets obsessed with the number 23. And go ahead.
And there's a book that's written. He's reading the book, and the book's about him, and he's obsessed with himself.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, he totally gets obsessed with the number 23 because, like, if you like all things in the world and the universe, if you twist something the right way, you can turn it to be a numerical number somehow. Like, all right, I just got in a car crash. I was on 7th Street. I just come from 14th Street, and I was looking at two things. So somehow that's 23 or whatever number you're looking at.
That sounds like Hebrew sacred numerology.
Pretty much, probably Hebrew sacred numerology, I guess. But like generally,
well, I mean, ish. I think that's simplifying it, but like numbers represent things. It's just coding, right? It's code.
It's code, but in this movie in particular, not so much. It's generally he's searching and he just sees that everything is related to the number 23, and it just drives him insane. And if you haven't watched 23, take a couple hours and check it out. It's a solid film, like amazing film.
The number 23, and I got you a copy. I got it over at Cherokee.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm getting that from you. That's awesome. Yeah, 23 was like an amazing.
You owe me $3, bitch.
Shut the fuck up. We'll get you $3 in your freaking dreams. I'm paying in pennies.
Ass pennies.
Ass pennies. Like I'm putting each of those pennies up my ass and then I'm giving it to you.
Well, motherfuckers. Now you owe me $23 because it's 23.
I'll give you
now
that.
You're getting even more ass pennies.
Even more ass pennies. Horrible. God almighty. But yeah, no, 23, yeah, if you guys haven't seen that horror movie, check it out. Like, that's probably one of his defining performances. It's like an Anthony Hopkins Silence of the Lambs level performance. I'll say that. I'll stand on that. I'll stand on that podium and like I'll die on that podium. That performance was a Hopkins level performance for that movie. And
I'll have to see it so I can disagree with you because I don't think it can do that.
It'll turn
your mind.
We'll discuss this in the future, but
Hopkins.
You've got the heads up, Leah. Like 23 has got to be watched somehow. And if it's
there
just
are very few horror films that have won an Oscar, or 4 or 5 or however many Silence of the Lambs won, but Anthony Hopkins was one of them.
Mm-hmm.
23 was not. So I'll just I don't suck the Academy's cock, don't get me wrong. That isn't it. I'm just saying that's a bold statement, sir.
This makes Silence of the Lambs look like a little bitch.
Okay, that's an even bolder statement.
Bolder statement. That's some gauntlets thrown on fire kind of statement there.
And I'm pretty sure it's the pain in your ankle that's making you say these things.
This movie is fucking awesome. Silence of the Lambs sucks.
What?
Right.
Okay, well now we have a difference of opinion.
Now we have a major difference of opinion there, Gene, but I will let that stand. I've seen 23. I've seen 23. You lent it to me.
I think you're hopped up on adrenaline and hopefully some over-the-counter pain relievers for the pain in your ankle. I'm going to let it slide.
Yeah, seriously. Ah, man. Horrible is what you just said. But I will say Silence of the Lambs is amazing.
But I ain't going to change my mind. It's a better damn movie.
All right, that's a fair call.
Well, you don't have to change your mind about it being a better damn movie. You just have to change your mind about Silence of the Lambs being a shitty movie.
I didn't like it, and it wasn't scary.
It wasn't supposed to be scary. It was supposed to be thought-provoking.
Some people only look for the scary.
Provoke me to do nothing. I was just like, this sucks.
Classic, Gene. Classic.
Classic Gene.
All right, Gene.
Okay, I'm just kidding. It was a good movie.
Come on, she was supposed to be from North Carolina.
Yeah, she was a North Carolina girl. Come on.
Her accent coach sucks.
Not her fault.
What? That wasn't Jody's fault. No, please, Jody, please. I love you. I love you. Please don't put your voice coach on. But everybody's voice coach on Appalachian accents suck. I don't know who their voice coaching. Like the voice coaches going out there into the universe who are trying to teach people how to sound Appalachian. They suck, all of them, universally. Nobody ever gets it right.
Jude Law did.
In Cold Mountain?
Yes, he sounded exactly like my in-laws.
House of Thousand Corpses. I thought he's a Southern man.
Wait, you
And
thought?
He's totally British?
No, he's talking about them. Who are you
He's not
talking about, Gene?
Jude Law because he wasn't in that.
Gene, who are you talking about?
Sid Haig.
Sid Haig. In House of Thousand Corpses, Gene just said that he thought his Southern accent was so spot on, he thought he was Southern.
Well, I'm not talking about Southern broadly. I'm talking about Appalachian specifically.
But
So I'm talking about Jodie Foster's accent in Silence of the Lambs. I'm talking about Brad Pitt's accent in motherfucking Inglourious Bastards. And these movies where they don't, everybody sounds like they're from fucking Georgia.
Okay, but
I'm not wrong.
Hitler died in Inglourious Bastards, so I don't think it was supposed to be very real.
true.
Okay, but the accent, like he went to an accent coach for that. He did. He went to a.
Well, that was a bad idea.
They got bad accent,
But
coach.
yeah, they. I don't know where they think what the fuck they think we sound like.
We sound like Jude Law in Cold Mountain.
I totally never watched Cold Mountain
No idea. Sorry, didn't watch Cold Mountain.
because I confused it with another book which was called Poplar Springs or something.
Yeah, because it didn't snow around here. There wasn't no fucking power lines. So they made it in Romania, and it looked, the battle scenes looked shitty.
What are we talking about now?
No, I think he's talking about them Cold Mountain.
Cold Mountain. Yeah, I didn't watch it. Sorry, world. It looked like something I didn't want to watch.
All right.
I know it's regional and I should watch it just for like regional history, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, and they made that movie about my papa, my great-great-great-grandfather.
Okay, I'll watch it. It's about your papa.
What did he do?
His name was Mal Preston, and after the war, he was pissed off everybody, and he named every one of his sons and after Yankee generals. But he fought for the Confederacy.
Holy hell! That's some damn spit in everybody's face kind of deal there.
Wait, did I ever tell you about my great papa? My dad's great granddad. His name was Darius. He tried to join the Confederacy up there around Canton. They found out he was 14 and they kicked him out because he was too young to join. So he walked to Ohio and joined the Union. True story.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that. That's crazy.
True story. I just want to kill somebody. It's true. I got like papers and shit.
You take young people like that, want to fight in battles and stuff like that, and
He was
they
like,
come back, they're a different person. And,
True.
And,
Probably so.
and it's just horrible. It's more horror than you can think of.
Yeah.
Because
War
if
is
you think,
way more horror than I want to think of.
If you can think of a battle in 3 days, 53,000 people died in the Battle of Gettysburg. 53,000. Don't let nobody distort that. On both sides.
That is a lot of people.
Really interesting that we circled back to this. Gene had no idea what we were talking about earlier.
Exactly.
Yeah, he didn't.
Yeah. That's crazy.
No,
yeah.
I get it. What was we talking about?
War.
We actually, and he's off. And we lost Gene for a moment.
Oh no.
He stepped away from that corner of the room that picks up on top of his weird ass mountain he lives on. So
But when he said 53,000, he meant 5,300. So it was like estimated casualties.
5,000.
No, wait. Casualties at Gettysburg totaled, according to the History Channel, casualties totaled 23,049 for the Union, 3,155 dead, 14,529 wounded, 5,365 missing. Confederates, so you got the total, but casualties are not deaths, okay? And that's
Okay.
Confederate casualties were totaled at 28,063, which was 3,903 dead, 18,735 injured, 5,425 missing. According to the History Channel, or the History Net, sorry. So kind of right, kind of wrong. But around a little bit over 50,000 casualties, in this broad spectrum of injured and wounded and dead and missing.
And in that era, if you got deathly wounded, you do not pull out of that generally.
He probably didn't live a really good life after that.
But still, that particular battle only lasted like, I don't know, what, a week at most?
Like he said, 3 days, but I'm not sure.
Ugh. So that's a ton of people just getting murdered and battered and destroyed in 3 days.
Like such close combat. Yeah, it's horrible. Yeah, July 1st through 3rd, 1863.
So yeah, 1st to 3rd. Ooh, what year? August?
1863. July.
Oof. So like 3 days worth of war. You got pretty much half 100K people just killed, essentially, injured, just not coming out of it because their medical staff were not up to saving those people. So you definitely could probably pretty much mark off 50,000 people just died as a result of that war in 3 days.
Of the stupid thing that we're about to do again for the same reasons, oddly enough.
So if that, you gotta think, if it's like, there's a long war where every 3 days, 50,000 people die.
Mm-hmm.
And like, for example, like if Afghanistan, like our war with our Desert Storm lasted a couple of years, our weird Afghanistan wars lasted like 10 years. If we did 50K every damn 3 years, holy good Lord, that'd be insane. Horrible. All right, he's back. Are we ready?
No.
Leah, you ready?
I'm here.
All right, let's see what he says.
100,000 in the year.
All right, Gene, you're back on. What's up?
Only 383 fatalities.
What? No, your phone. You're going to have to speak up really screaming loud.
Put it on speakerphone.
Ah, damn, that's on me. Sorry.
Again.
Sorry. Good Lord.
Again, world. Again. This is why he needs me.
Yeah, this is why you're a co-host. Good job.
Fucking foot's turning blue.
Your foot's turning blue, Gene?
Yeah.
Go to the hospital.
Yeah, you're probably going to need to go to the hospital. You got a broken foot. Horrible.
Have you put it up and put ice on it yet, at least? Jane?
Nah.
Jane, can you put ice on your foot and elevate it, please?
I'm going to right now.
Right now.
Right now, because like otherwise you're going to lose that foot and you're going to be a fucking peg leg pirate, and then we're not changing the pirate bar. I'm sorry.
And we're not going to nickname you Tripod either, because that's a different thing.
But get some ice, damn it. If it's turning purple, that's not a good sign. It doesn't smell like almonds yet, because it's going to lose it. Sorry.
Honestly, put your foot up, put ice on it, and you probably ought to get an x-ray, love. You probably ought to get it x-rayed if it's turning blue. What are your toenails looking like? Are they blue?
Are your toenails blue?
No.
Okay.
Just the ankle is blue and swollen?
Just top of the foot.
Top of the foot? Top of your foot. Put some ice on it and elevate it for me, please. Please? I'm not a doctor, but I play a witch doctor on a podcast. So that's legit.
It's legit. Elevate, ice that. Damn it, man. I told you that an hour ago now.
Serious, huge amounts of my family are in the medical field. So elevate your foot, put it on ice, at least 15 minutes before you take the ice off. Rest it, and then do it again.
Oh God, he's moved out of his area.
Okay, well, but do the thing, please, like we told you an hour and a half ago.
Go get some ice, Gene.
Ask me for my medical advice and not take it. That is the worst thing for me. As a kitchen witch, when people like ask me, oh, well, my mom's going through this and this and this, what should I do? And then they don't do it. It's like, why do we even have that conversation?
Oh my God. He's probably going down the steps now. His phone is just awful. He lives in the worst.
Not your back now. Jesus.
What the?
Jesus wept.
Your back?
Yeah, I got ice on it.
Oh, your back. You've returned. Okay.
Okay, you didn't just injure your back. All right.
We thought you injured your back.
No, I said I'm back.
You said my. Okay, maybe you said I'm back. I heard my back.
I heard I'm.
Okay.
Okay.
Leah heard you.
All right.
I was just.
No,
I guess I was just hearing the worst case scenario.
Bag and I put it on my foot.
Good. Now, raise your foot. Put it up on some pillows or an ottoman or something, so it's above your heart.
Lay a towel or something over it so the ice is not directly on your skin.
Yeah, don't put the ice on your skin.
So lay a shirt over it if you have to, then lay the ice over the shirt.
Damn, that hurt.
Just take off your belt, wrap it around underneath your knee, grab a hacksaw, and start sawing your leg off.
All right, I've got the hacksaw. Now what do I do again?
You people suck. This should be a chainsaw.
This should be a chainsaw, but a hacksaw
Hang on a
is
second.
so
There's
much
one
more painful and
downstairs.
slow.
I'll just get them to crank it up.
Does he have the strength? Does he have the strength to start chainsaw?
No.
You don't know.
All right, Gene. Yeah, make sure there's a layer of.
Get a nail file, start filing your teeth so you can gnaw it off.
Already thought about it.
Oh no! Oh, Jesus.
This is Mike's fault for getting Gene back into skating.
He drove. He got his old
It's not
skate.
your fault there, D.
You got your old skateboards out. I said, don't ride those things. They're scary. They're dangerous. They've got wheels the size of quarters.
All right, I gotta smoke a cigarette. Horrible.
Go have a cigarette, Gene. We're just gonna wrap this up, people. Like, Gene's really gonna need medical attention. Oh, jeez.
What? My advice wasn't good?
Your advice was great, but it's forcing Gene to do it over the phone that's gonna be the hard part.
Hey, I've got the hacksaw.
Okay. You got the ice, though? Because that was the serious part.
If the blueness keeps going up my leg, if it goes past my knee, I will use the hacksaw.
Okay, I take back all the hacksaw stuff, but disclaimer, I was kidding.
Yeah, Gene, definitely. Oh my goodness, keep your foot
But I did
elevated.
get some ice, by God.
Ice.
Ice.
Anytime you
I did
have
get some
bruising
ice,
and
I did
swelling,
it in
put
the bag
ice
and
on
some
it.
I put-
What? Huh?
Say
I
what?
said I did get some ice and I put it in the bag and it is on my foot.
Oh,
Good,
good deal.
good.
And your
And it
foot's
does
raised
feel
above your
good.
heart a little bit?
Mm.
Yeah,
Or just raised a little bit?
Yeah, you know,
kinda.
kinda. All right, Gene.
All right.
Jesus. Oh my God.
I mean, I got a pillow under it, eh?
Good.
All right. Good
Awesome.
deal. Good deal. Good deal.
Baby steps. Oh my God. Not the episode I was thinking, but all right. Yo, Gene, next episode,
It is
maybe in a
serious.
week or two, if we don't lose a leg, we're going to be doing the 1 year anniversary. It's
I'm
been
not going to have a leg because remember, I got the hacksaw here.
Yay.
It's not going to be the
Listening
chainsaw bar,
audience,
it's
you
gonna be
know.
the hacksaw bar.
It's going to be the hacksaw. No, we're not changing to the hacksaw bar, although that'd be easier to find on YouTube. I'm sorry. The hacksaw bar. No, we're not changing the name. Damn it. We got a picture drawn for the next season. Anyway.
I have all kinds of saw trauma already. Come on, y'all. I'm here.
All right. So next episode, Gene, we're gonna have to have you on the porch. We're gonna have you sitting there with your peg leg, and we're gonna do an episode. And we'll probably have to have Clayton on video phone or some sort of phone, just like we're doing now. Maybe Leah. I don't know how.
I'll try to make it out for sure.
For sure.
Next episode's gonna be our 1 year anniversary. I got 2 bottles of vampire wine. The last 2 bottles, the very last 2 bottles Harold's had, I bought them, and they're hidden in the house. Hidden in the house now. So oh yeah. So we're all gonna have a glass of vampire wine from Vampire Vineyards and celebrate 1 year of this insane thing we've been doing for a year now.
Stupid insane thing.
Stupid insane thing. And I'll tell y'all the story about my dad's teacher with the wooden leg and how my dad got kicked out of 3rd grade.
Oh yeah, I'll be peg that one so we can say next episode there's a peg leg story involving a teacher and possibly one of your fellow cast members on the Chainsaw Bar.
Horrible.
But
It's true.
Apparently it's true. Oh my god.
It's true according to my dad. He told some pretty tall tales.
Oh jeez. All right, that's all I've got. Let's just wrap this up. Has anybody got anything they want to share that hasn't been covered? Other than maybe public safety notes about don't do
about
something.
Skateboarding injuries. Yeah. I got Oliver to sit down and watch Vampires Vs The Bronx with me, which is kind of a kids movie. It's kind of fun. Method Man is in it, which was actually pretty cool. Bunch of vampires try to gentrify the Bronx.
Oof.
Yes, so you have a bunch of, and it was cute. It was like Goonies, kind of Lost Boysy feeling, and but it was in the Bronx, and the vampires come in and they try to gentrify the Bronx, and the Bronx is like, nah, ain't having it. There was the scene there with the skateboard, which brings it all full circle.
Oh, God.
Cute little fun film you can watch with the kids. It has a little bad language, but mostly in good context. Like I think the one kid says, "You're gonna be their bitch," and he's talking to the vampire, or not the vampire, but he's talking to the vampire's familiar. And it was really sweet and heartwarming because at that point the kid realizes that if he keeps rolling with the gangbangers, he's gonna be their bitch. And it was really sweet. But that's the bad language, and there's maybe a reference to kids looking up nudie magazines, which didn't really happen, but the only on-screen violence is the kids watching Blade. So
there you go. Good stuff.
Totally good quality film to watch with the kids for a horror film. Vampires Vs. The Bronx.
Nice. Leah.
Yeah, that was cute.
I got nothing.
Son of a... Gene.
Are you with us, Jane?
Yeah.
Repeat the question.
I don't remember the question. I winged it. I'm sorry. Hey, Jane, what would you advise people to do this week? And any advice for their upcoming weeks, our listeners?
How are those two different things?
Stay home.
Go fishing.
Go fishing. Don't go visit your relatives.
And if you want to watch a cool movie and you want to laugh and stuff, I'd say Boys in the Hood.
All right.
Oh, nice.
Boys in the Hood is not a movie that really made me laugh.
Good movie,
man,
though.
it's funny. Remember, it's like...
It was also really serious.
So serious. But
I better not.
I think you're thinking of Tales from the Hood.
No, he's actually probably thinking Boys in the Hood. But anyway, Gene, we'll take it from there. Good job. That's Boys in the Hood. What are you doing for Thanksgiving?
Going to work, man.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, I'll be there with you, brother. We'll be there. We'll be at work on Thanksgiving. Yep, true. Free meal?
Appreciate it.
Yeah. So me and Gene will be at work on Thanksgiving. Thank you.
We appreciate it. We appreciate you all, and come back and see us.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, we're doing the recording now.
Yeah, good job. Thanks, Gene. This is on the phone service. Thank you.
Thank you.
Horrible. All right, Gene, that's a good answer. All right. Yep. Hey, Leo, what you got for that one? What are you doing next week for Thanksgiving-ish?
Food swap with my mom. She's making sides and I'm making the turkey, and I'm gonna drop it off and then leave.
Yeah, that's how I'm feeling. I'm just making food for my family, and
Yeah,
I'm not doing the thing.
Yeah, same. It's just gonna be me, Woody, and Ed.
Nice.
I like, we're all Native American up in here, so it's always been about the food in the family for us. It's not been about the pilgrims and shit.
Yeah,
totally.
When I cut my leg off and stuff with a hacksaw, I'll send you a ham.
Oh, that sounds delicious.
I want a
your
toe.
human flesh tastes just like pork.
I want a toe. We can honey glaze that toe.
Honest to God.
Freshly clipped.
No idea.
I got nothing for that. Oh my God. I don't know what that means in review, but what the
Lamb
hell?
to the slaughter.
Jesus.
Toenails,
Okay, never mind.
Okay.
Chewy. So chewy. Oh God, Jane, make sure you keep that damn foot on ice, please. Don't lose your foot.
Actually, go get your foot looked out when you have a chance, please. Have your girl drive you down to the urgent care and get a little X-ray action on that.
Yep.
Because I don't want you to re-injure yourself and end up with a permanent injury. Like hairline fractures, people shrug them off, but they're real fractures and they really need to be treated. I mean, I'm not an orthopedist and I don't even pretend to be, but I've had a hairline fracture myself, and you need to get that looked at, and you can get a note for work or whatever. You don't need to be on your feet.
Yeah, you can do stuff at work that doesn't involve like our job.
Yeah, exactly. Walking. So honestly, like just get it checked out. Even, do they do x-rays at the clinic?
I don't know.
Call the clinic up and see what they think.
Yeah, definitely you might need an x-ray for that.
Because they do a lot of stuff there for free.
Yeah.
For employees, they really do. I always, when I was training people for my job, I would show them that we have a clinic that we can all use for free.
Yeah.
Because Arcade's pretty awesome like that. It's down there on the second floor.
He knows. Don't have to tell anybody on the podcast.
Okay.
But yeah, definitely, Gene, check it out. Go get checked out or call. But no,
I don't think they have an X-ray machine, but they can tell you if something's seriously wrong and you need.
No, they ain't got no X-ray.
Yeah, he's got insurance. He's fine.
Okay.
Unlike some Americans, we have insurance.
Unlike me.
Unlike her. Insurance. Anyway, all right, Gene, that's about all we got for you. Do you have anything to say before I turn you off and then move on to better, fucking more worthwhile things in my life?
Better content.
Better content. Horrible.
I'm sorry, I'm this much of an asshole to everybody.
All right, got anything to share, Gene?
Well, John Wayne doesn't have to have content.
John Wayne's a fag.
John Wayne.
That's right. My gay community, if you don't know, I'm totally quoting Repo Man.
Repo Man. Repo Man, go watch it. Gene, I'll give it to you. Let you borrow it. Repo Man. Hilarious. Punk rocky.
I bet Repo Man ain't like John Wayne.
It's definitely not like John Wayne. John
Definitely
Wayne's a
not
fag.
Repo Man with that other guy, Jude Law.
The only one I wouldn't mess with would be Gino Bonelli.
No, don't mess with Gino Bonelli, ever. Because that boy's done some shit and seen some shit, people. All right, Gene. That's all we got. Pretty much that's all we got for this entire podcast because we all got lives we got to live tomorrow, and we got less than a week. No, we got more than a week.
Go to work.
Yeah. Keep that shit on ice, Gene. But
Gene, you might not be able to go back to work, honey.
you might be sitting
If
on
you
the
broke
damn
your
post.
ankle,
If you broke your ankle, you're on post. Deal with it.
like,
Actually, post is not a bad damn gig. You're actually
and
making
even
more
if
money.
you didn't break your ankle, if you just sprained your ankle real bad, that can be actually harder to heal from.
Well,
Like my
it's just a
son,
little blue.
my son back in
Just
the
a little
day,
blue.
they were sledding down the hill. He like went foot first into my sister's chicken coop. No lie. Had such a dramatic ankle strain that he was off his feet and on crutches for like 3 months.
Oh, gee.
3 months.
Horrible.
That's longer than it took me to heal from my break in my arm. Sprains and strains are nothing to sneeze at.
What you got, Leah?
Yeah, I was all good, but I got to the Chinese restaurant. Next thing you know, I was like, oh, God, this really does hurt.
This really does feel bad.
Yeah.
I really don't like this.
Horrible.
Well, when the adrenaline rolls off, that's what happens, love.
All right. Lee, you got anything for the listeners?
Not at this time. So I'm gonna go.
Hold on.
Hold on. You don't get
Okay.
to
You
bail out
don't just
before
get to go because
Yeah.
you know the thing has to happen.
that thing.
We all have to do
Thing
them.
that is just
Some
my
of us
thing.
really like hate it to the core of our being, but we do it.
Yep, it's a thing. All right. So anyway, I'm sharing with you, our listeners. We probably won't be back before the turkey holiday. So if you all get a chance, make sure you check out Thru. Get yourself some damn ultra
Or
small gravy flavored condoms and have a good time.
Yeah,
That's all I
buy a
got for-
fucking skateboard and break your fucking leg.
And
Yeah.
that too.
Or do that.
Or do that.
Or, 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. You can do it at the same time.
Yep. Gravy flavored condoms.
On
Well.
a turkey leg with cranberry sauce, on your skateboard, rolling down the street where you ought to be,
Riding straight into hell. Hell yeah.
straight into hell, 100 miles
Rolling
an
down
hour.
the street in my 6'4", jocking the bitches and pimping the hoes.
There we go. All right.
Wait, you gotta pause between 6 and 4.
6 and 4.
In my 6, 4.
All right, everybody. Well, we're probably not going to be them on air before then, so we thank you, and we definitely appreciate y'all listening. And I don't even know what to call it. Is it really Thanksgiving? Those Mayflower bitches don't need damn respect, but
No, they don't. They don't. The day after Thanksgiving is like some Native American
something or another.
awareness day
Yeah,
now. So it's like apologies to our Native American friends that we just had this big holiday about genocide day.
So everybody, forget about those damn Mayflower bitches. Just think, man, I'm happy to be here. I'm not dying of COVID. And this is 2020 and I'm still here.
Turkey.
And turkey's great.
I like turkey.
Fake turkey's probably all right too, but turkey flavored
If
turkey
you don't like
is
turkey,
good.
it's because you don't eat the dark meat. Take that how you will.
Get your can of damn cranberries and be happy.
Mm-mm.
Love canned cranberry sauce.
He's lying.
No, I do love cranberry sauce.
Yeah, well, I'm making real cranberry sauce, so.
And I luckily bought myself, I got a can of it myself, so I'm good.
Yeah, I'm making the real stuff.
And I'll be eating that Jello deliciousness.
He'll be
I'm
eating
team real cranberry sauce.
that nastiness.
There you go. Like Leah's with you with the real cranberry sauce.
Cranberries and clementines. It's just.
Not with you on the cranberry sauce. Ugh, horrible.
Have you had real cranberry sauce where it's all liquidy thingy?
Jam, I'm gonna make you some real
Yeah.
cranberry sauce, baby.
You might dig it. I don't know. We'll send you a serving of it. It's not that damn canned stuff that I love. But whatever. Commods as resin.
That's like my whole family loves one right out of the can, the jelly-looking stuff.
And just slice it. It's not even. Oh,
That's what
so
Maddie
gross.
hates. Yeah, Maddie and Leah both hate that.
No, I'm not a fan.
I make a really good cranberry sauce. I
Uh,
also make a really good cranberry upside down cake. Thank you, Nigel. Awesome.
Oh, that sounds delicious.
Oh yeah. Oh
mm.
yeah. Think about it.
All right, so maybe post Thanksgiving, Thankskilling, we'll all get together and do them, and maybe a foodie episode where we just talk about food and whatever, and maybe eat leftovers. We're cannibals. We'll eat Gene's toes and his ham hock he has to cut off here in a bit.
Fixing to hacksaw my fucking leg off, right?
Right? Because
it's the cannibal apocalypse at Gene's house right now.
We'll try it before we start killing people, you know?
to knock it till you try it.
Exactly. But this is Mike,
Madeline,
Leah.
and Oliver. Oliver, say your name. Oliver's kind of sitting in here in the corner of the room.
yeah, and
We're gonna do a salute, okay?
and Gene, you can say your name, please.
Gino Benelli.
Hell yeah! All right, everybody on 3. Let's do the chainsaw salute. We're all thankful we're still here in the year 2020. It's been a fucking hellhole ride, but I'm glad we're still here. I'm thankful everybody in the world that listens to us because we actually have a world listening. Thank you for listening, everyone.
See you.
Be safe. Social distance. Wear your masks. Wash your hands. Get some horror movies in
Wash
you.
your foreskin.
Whoa. Okay.
Get that out.
1, 2, 3. Vroom.
Did you hear Oliver? Y'all
Yeah.
hear me say it?
All right. We thank you for
Don't say
listening.
anything
We
else.
love you. Take care.
Bye.
Are we still on?
And I'm trying to figure out how to
You
end
still
it.
there, Leah?
And
I'm still here.